Good morning, all. Today we'll see one of the important interview questions. What is overloading or what is method overloading in Java? First, we'll see what is a method overloading and when do we use method overloading and how method overloading works in Java and uh, and any important points if we have in method overloading we are going to discuss in this video. First one, define method overloading. Overloading means if two or more methods have same method name but with different arguments and different type of arguments and different number of arguments, then we call that as a method overloading. So what is a method overloading? Different signatures with same method name, we call that as an overloading. How method overloading works in Java, or when do we use overloading? First we'll discuss when do we use overloading, then we'll discuss how method overloading works in Java. When do we use overloading? If two or more methods perform same actions or similar actions but with different inputs, then we say that is an overloading. I repeat once again, when two or more methods perform same or similar actions with different inputs or values, then we say at that moment we use overloading. And now how method overloading works in Java. First, compiler will check all the methods have a same method name. If they have same method name, then it will check the number of arguments, and if those have a number of arguments same, then it will check the type of arguments. And if a method or if all the methods have the same signatures with a different number or different type of arguments, then those methods are overloaded. Checks if the method name or number of arguments and type of arguments. First it checks method name, then it checks number of arguments, then it checks type of arguments. Based on that, method will be called by the compiler first. And we can say that static polymorphism or static binding can be achieved using overloading. Why? Because overloading occurs at the compile time. A method call will be resolved at the compile time, so we call that as a static polymorphism or static binding in Java. And the last one is important point. Note, return type is not a part of method signature. For assume that we have two methods with same method name, same number of arguments and type of arguments but with different return types, then can we say that it's a method overloading? It is not sufficient for a compiler to resolve a method call based on the return type, since return type is not a part of method signature. Now thanks for watching this video, and now we will go to the example part, how method overloading works in Java. Let's see an example how method overloading works in Java. I have written an example, overloading example. Now I am defining three methods. With same method name, add, but it takes two different arguments. One is either int and the other method takes float x float y, and the third method takes long x long y. And now I am writing a main method, and now I am instantiating here overloading example. And now first I am calling example.add 5, and I'm calling the add method with float values, and now I'm adding long values. Let's see the flow of a program. First example.add 5, so since these two are integers, compiler will check the method name add with two integer arguments, and the corresponding method will be called, and in that we are printing adding two integers, and it will print the addition of two integers value. Adding two integers and it printed 10. Now example.add 1.2f and 2.4 float, and now it will check the method name add with two different float values, and it will call the corresponding method. Now add with float arguments, so this method is called, and we are printing add to float values x plus y. And now the next method call is example.add 1 long 2 long. Now it will check the same method name add and with two different float long values, and now it will print adding two long values x plus y, and the corresponding value will get printed. And if you see the output, first it called two integers with value 10 and it added two float values, and third one it added two long values and gave output as 3. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video, and log on to www.java-interview-questions.com for more interview